This is the Variety Show, 2024. The biggest issue, a really important issue for me, I think, right now is how do we be excited about going to heaven? Heaven itself is a problem, you see, and this is the problem with both Catholic and Protestant Christians. This is a big problem for them because they don't talk enough about heaven itself. And we claim that we're excited about going to heaven, but number one, how do you be excited about something that we don't know that much about? We need to know more detail about what heaven is in order to be excited about it. Christians don't even seem to like to talk about heaven. They talk about everything but heaven. And that's the pink elephant in the room. We should be talking about heaven every single day, trying to learn what it's like. What do you do there? What does it look like? I have a small collection of books about heaven, about 7 or 8 books. It's a small collection of books that I bought off Amazon. All only books about heaven. One is from Billy Graham, one is from Kat Kerr, one is from Jesse Duplantis. Jesse Duplantis he was in a city called Magnolia, Arkansas, staying at a hotel in 1988. He had this amazing experience where he says he was taken to heaven, and it sounds really interesting, and it sounds credible. 1988, it was a long time ago, and he was shown heaven. He was shown insights into the future on this trip to heaven, which he was in Arkansas when it happened to him, this experience, in his hotel room. Very interesting books about heaven that I have. And this is a problem. I think this is a big problem. This is why atheists are skeptical and agnostics. This is why there's even Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, is an agnostic. He's spiritual, but he's an agnostic. He's not an official Christian, but he talks about it, but he's not really a Christian. And so this is why you have the richest man in the world, Elon Musk, is an agnostic. He's not even a Christian because they're skeptical that it even exists, that there is such a place. And it's important to talk about it. You have to talk about it. You should and try to learn about heaven and the details of heaven, not just heaven, the afterlife in heaven. What do you do there? And about how heaven works, and do you eat there, and how do you sleep there, and the mansions, the throne room, the great things about heaven, the new earth, the prophecy of the millennial reign on a new earth, and this holy city, this New Jerusalem. I mean, if Christians claim this is the goal, they should be excited about that. Where is the excitement? Where is the excitement about going to heaven? I see Christians take trips to Jerusalem, which you can't really go to anymore, and they come back and say, "Oh, how was it?" "Oh, it was great." They don't really tell you like they're excited about what they saw when they went to the holy sites, and they took a trip to Israel and they saw all these places, and they went to Bethlehem and Nazareth, and they went to all these places, and they come back and I ask them, "How did it go? How was the trip to Israel?" And they don't even seem excited about it, like what they saw. Like that's would give you almost the feeling of the closest you get to heaven is to see those holy sites, and they don't even seem excited about it. I mean, this is a problem, um, and that we should put the focus on heaven itself and be thinking about it every single day, be talking about it every single day, be trying to learn about the details of it every single day. I mean, churches should have heaven study groups, not just Bible study groups, but heaven study groups where we just sit around in a room and we talk about heaven. We talk about what we think it is, and we learn about it, and we study everything we can, any kind of material we can to learn about heaven. I mean, there should be just heaven study groups in churches rather instead of just Bible study groups. There should be heaven study groups where you're just trying to learn details of what heaven could be, what it might be, and how does heaven work. I mean, this is, I think, one of the biggest problems in the world, especially among Christians, is they don't seem to want to talk about heaven. It's almost like they seem not excited about it. This should be exciting, and they don't seem excited about it. They seem like they don't want to talk about it. It's vague. They seem almost bored when you bring up the subject of heaven. But we claim this is our destination. We claim this is our goal of goals, to go to heaven, but we don't act like it. And as we come into 25, I think it's going to be a bigger and bigger problem. Christians getting more and more bored every time you ask them to talk about heaven, and it's a problem. It's a huge problem. It's one of the biggest crises right now is Christians not wanting to talk about heaven. So you can leave me comments. It's the Friday Show 2024.